to Bookish Babes After Dark, episode 1.
Woo!
Woo! Finally got here.
Take 3.
If you are the kind of person that loves books, preferably smut books,
Yeah.
this is the podcast for you. So if that's the case, subscribe, whatever platform you are either watching or listening to us on, as every week we will be bringing you some form of smut delight. So this week we have book 1, Skin of a Sinner by Avina St.Graves. Amazing book.
Yes.
So first things first, we need to go through the trigger warnings.
Yes.
We have stalking, dubious consent, consent not consent, primal kink, somnophilia, degradation, forced orgasm, blood play, breeding/unprotected sex, kidnapping, murder, graphic violence, gore, torture, drugging, sexual assault, both groping and verbal, depression, anxiety, prescription medication use, mental illness, eating disorder, male genital mutilation, drugs, swearing, poverty, child abuse, psychological, physical and sexual, and then more of a tick list, or a opposite of triggers, as Avina states in the book, obsessive, possessive, over-the-top MMC.
Nice. Beautiful.
I feel like one of those people that's like a, T's and C's.
Yeah.
On an advert
I'll
when
just
they do
skim
that.
over them.
Yeah.
Tick.
It's the official bit. Essentially, if any of those things trigger you, please do not continue to listen or watch, as it's probably not the book for you.
No.
Come back next week. There will be many books that you can choose from, but we want to make sure that our listeners or watchers' mental health is not impacted whatsoever by what we are discussing.
Yeah.
So please take your trigger warning seriously. So that is Skin of a Sinner, in a nutshell, all of those things.
Yeah.
Fantastic book, but we will start with the blurb. So, no one tells you what to do when the boy who shattered your heart comes back to steal it. Roman Riviera was my everything once upon a time. I found my knight in shining armour in the form of a fellow foster kid. He protected me and promised to stand by my side forever. But Roman Riviera is a liar. A liar. He left me with monsters. 3 years later, I found him in the middle of the night, soaked in my family's blood and carving his initials into my foster brother's skin. Beautiful. He tied me up and dragged me away from the life that I had made without him. I tried to run, but he chased me. I wanted to scream, but the sound never came out. He says that I'm never getting away from him. He says he's back for good. I don't believe him.
I do.
We all do. Because he does.
That man does not lie.
No
he is not a
lies.
liar.
So, we'll start. Overall thoughts. What did we all rate it?
I rated it 4. There was ups and downs. I thoroughly enjoyed the read of the book, as this was my second read. I just felt like there were some bits that didn't need to be there.
I feel like most books have a bit of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely, but I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative
With you.
my
Yeah,
5
oh,
stars.
me too.
Yeah.
Me
Whereas
too.
I'm not. I give and rate like 3 sweets.
You got 3 sweets?
No, not at the moment. I'll give you a 5-star though.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I'll take the 5.
Take the 5-star review on any of these platforms.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Please give me like 3
Give us
sweets.
a like, subscribe, 5-star review, tell your friends about us, do it all.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. We appreciate that and we love you in advance for it.
That was so nice.
I'm a nice person. So you gave it 5-star?
Of course I did. For Roman, more than anything else.
Just Roman.
Yeah. He's up there with like the top tier book boyfriends. Like I read it at first, loved it. Read it the second time, but I feel like I picked up on more on the second read, just of his behaviour wise. Like when I first read it, I was like, yes, tick, 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 great, excellent. Read it the second time and realised where his obsessive behaviour comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And his past story and everything like this, and obviously vice versa with Bella, where her sort of like issues come from.
Mm.
But overall, like Ellie said, it is a bit of, you do get to the middle where it's a bit and then it comes
It's
back
just
up
long,
and
isn't
yeah.
That part where she's like, yes, no,
Yeah.
I like you but I don't, I want to be here but I don't. It's just a bit long.
Yeah. Like pick a side.
Yeah. Make that a bit quicker and then,
Make sure it's Roman's side.
yeah.
Not anybody else's.
No.
Yeah, just Roman.
Right.
So, that being said,
What did you rate it?
oh, did I not say?
No.
You did not.
I like to keep my ratings to myself.
You're not just interviewing us, I'll check your Goodreads.
We've got the receipts.
Well, I rated it 4-star. For the same reasons that you did. Like, literally the exact same reasons.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more, about my 5 stars now, because I used to, like you, give them out like sweets.
Yeah.
But also I've realised I do the same thing with 4 stars now.
Everything's
like
4 stars.
Everything's
4
4-star. Unless I don't like it, and then it's a 3.
Yeah.
I don't give one any less than a 3.
No,
unless
I
I
don't.
DNF it.
Yeah,
which I've only done once.
I have given out a 2-star.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know.
so
I'm
I'm
not
just
really
feeling
bad.
like a bitch that day.
Yeah, it did.
But the thing is, to
I'm
me,
so sorry.
I know.
to me, is a 4-star is I really enjoyed it, but it didn't give me the
Yeah.
Yeah.
for a 5. That's my rate. That's my cut
A
off.
5-star for me is if I will know the story front to back.
Mm.
I could literally recite the whole thing again.
Yeah.
A 4-star is like, it was great, I probably wouldn't think about it again.
Yeah.
And then anything after that, it's shit.
Yeah, I agree. That's my rating system too. I think we're pretty similar in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, favourite scene, least favourite scene, go.
Letters.
Mine's the same. I feel like we've got the same name, we've also had the same experience reading this book.
Apart from the ending.
Apart from the
Apart from
ending.
the
We
ending.
disagree on the ending.
It's just, I feel like everything clicked.
Yeah.
In that scene when she finally read the letters and she's like, oh god, I was being absolute bitch this whole time and I really
Yeah.
shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
I should have read a word of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, some context for maybe people that haven't read the book,
Or don't, just read it.
or
Yeah.
just read it. But the letters are, so they're 2 foster kids that meet when they're younger. They, they come together over their, bonding of being through
Trauma.
Yeah, trauma. And he essentially protects her, says that he'll never leave her, but then he mysteriously disappears for 3 years.
Dun, dun, dun.
She doesn't know why,
Oh.
but he sends her letters from prison because he went to prison protecting her. She doesn't know about it.
She don't get them letters.
She don't get no
She don't
letters.
get those.
Because of her stupid foster brother and foster dad.
Yeah, who steal the letters and don't show her.
No.
But then she finds them, and they just...
They confirm everything for her.
Yeah.
She's gone this
Everything
whole
is-
time thinking he's left up, he's gone, packed his shit, he's had
Yeah.
enough, buggered off with this fucking Cassie. Fuck that bitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And really, he was just sat waiting for us to reply. She left him on red.
Yeah.
Literally.
He was sat twiddling his thumbs in jail.
Worst
Yeah.
part is, though, is that he thought, because obviously they slept together only once, didn't they, before? Was it once?
Did they?
Did-
No.
No, they didn't even
No.
sleep together because she wasn't 18.
Yeah, so obviously that 3 years that he was writing her letters,
He's just wondering where she
he
is.
was just wondering,
Yeah.
yeah. Because obviously he didn't tell her where he was to protect her, like the reasons
Yeah,
why.
like I can understand that. I can understand the whole of like not wanting to tell her, but then I feel like the book would have been a flop if he'd have told her.
Because then she'd have just been like, oh yeah, okay,
It
cool.
would have just been a waiting thing.
Yeah, like the whole reason that she doesn't like him is because she thinks that he's lied to
Yeah,
her.
he's betrayed her at the end of
Yeah.
the day.
And that all comes from him not telling her
Yeah.
this huge piece
And
of
everything
information.
he's done is for her
Her.
own good.
Yeah.
And seen
Like-
to her and
His level of obsessiveness, like, I'm pretty sure that the first time we recorded this, we mentioned this, but he's unhinged in
Yeah.
that he's just, he enjoys inflicting
oh yeah.
torture upon people. But in all of the parts of the book where he does something like that, they're all linked to protecting her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which is it? Is he like that anyway, but uses it to,
I think
For
he's just
her.
straight up like that.
Yeah,
or,
like,
or
is
does
it-
she bring
is-
that out of him?
Is it like nature or nurture type of thing? Because
Yeah.
he was so used to sort of the
Abuse
physical
side
abuse
of
and the
things.
violence that he lived his life in, that's sort of
It's just a
became
way of
normal.
life for
Yeah.
him now. Like him being aggressive towards people is all he's ever known, and being aggressive for her. But saying that, he is quite forceful with her.
Yeah.
But it's something that she needs.
Yeah, and it's almost like because she's also been in a similar situation herself,
Mm.
she needs someone to be like that because that's the only way she understands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Because her
good
life's
for her,
been like
really.
that.
I think in a real sense of the world, if if she hadn't met him, she would have just been she'd have just been a basic bitch.
She'd have just floated through life not really knowing what she was doing, like who she was, anything like that. Like, he gave her structure. I think he did her a slight disservice sometimes by protecting her too much.
Yeah.
She didn't learn to stand on her own 2 feet from like a young age, but I think he definitely did that. He gave her that throughout the book.
Oh yeah.
By the ending, obviously, she was like.
I'm glad that she comes full circle.
Yeah.
Like, she needed that. Even at the beginning, she was a right pushover, and then at the end, she just needed that from him. Yeah.
Speaking of full circle, how do we feel about the last chapter of the book, Ellie? I, Ellie, loved it.
Ellie did not.
Fucking hates Disneyland.
Right. I love Disney, and I've always been a Disney kid. Right. Grew up watching the Disney films.
Yes.
Forever will want to go to Disney. But I just feel like it was a little bit like, oh, that's nice. You took me to Disney.
I thought it was really cute.
And then you like think about it rationally with the fact that these two people are on the run, but there's cameras like everywhere. There's police on site. Why did they go to Disneyland?
Because they've got fake IDs.
I will live on this mountain.
And die on it.
And I will die on it.
They've got fake IDs. It's like a big fuck you to the police. It's like, I've got a fake ID. You don't know who I am.
Yeah, but like, why didn't they just like drive off into the sunset and go, you know?
Because
live
the
the happy
mum took him
lives.
to Disneyland and he couldn't pronounce his R's, so he was known as Mickey. She was Minnie. It was a whole full circle moment. And it
He
only
just
lasted,
wanted to do right by her.
He just wanted to do a little sweet thing for her before they had to go on the run for the rest of their lives because they were wanted for murder. And it was a couple of pages, and I think it was.
I'm not mad at it.
It was
right, but I am.
She kind of is.
But that's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah. But it highlights that people that like the same things can also have different opinions on different parts of the book, which is really important because a lot of the time people get really mad about people reviewing books and being like...
And not liking them.
Yeah, and then being like, how did you like this? This is shit. And it's like, because I'm a different person to you.
Cam, you tits.
I liked it.
Deal with it.
What do you want me to do?
So
what were your guys' like least favourite parts?
When she gets kidnapped. Always.
It was too short.
I wanted the nitty gritty.
I feel like the horror house section could have been shorter.
Mm.
I like you, I don't bit.
Yeah, back and forth.
Yeah, that Bella did. That could have been shorter, and the kidnapping, if that was a couple of chapters long and there was loads of angst and like Roman was like trying to find her but he couldn't find her, and then when he found her he was like and just fucked everyone
I
over.
wanted him to go like full sort of postal. I wanted him to go like completely underground to try and find her.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
But you know, it lasted a grand total of about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
She
less
got kicked
than
in the
that.
face.
Less than that, like 3 pages.
Yeah.
She was like, oh.
Oh no. I
went
went for a piss on my own.
The most infuriating thing about that entire scene is the fact that Roman said to the guy, do not leave her side.
Yeah.
She turned around to him and went, oh, I'm going for a piss, mate. See you later.
He's like,
He
yeah.
was like, yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
That's fine.
And then it took him about half an hour
To
realise that she hadn't come back from a piss. Like,
But I understand
maybe they thought she was doing number 2.
I understand that like the queue for a ladies' toilet can take a while.
Absolutely.
But like,
Come on.
it's never normally that long.
I think it's like, they were doing like a bit of a man look, but like man time.
Yeah, they did a boy look.
Yeah.
First time round.
Yeah.
They needed to do a girl look or like a mum look.
Yeah.
Just not stupid.
Just needs to get the shit together, really, don't they?
Men can't find nothing.
Men lose everything, including fucking women, apparently.
Yeah. I think I tabbed at the end of that chapter, just being like, why the fuck did you walk off from
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
You
Like,
might have
he-
had shitty beer, but you've brought the seal now.
It's the fact that, like, he
Also
told you not to go anywhere.
Yeah.
But didn't you only have like 3 beers or something?
Yeah,
It was like,
yeah.
It's like nothing, like,
Wee
you a lightweight?
bladder.
Are you a lightweight?
Did she break the
She
seal
wasn't.
before they went or something? Because,
Yeah.
like...
She did.
Like,
She got there. She probably had a piss before she went.
Yeah.
And then she's necked 3 bottles of lukewarm.
well, they're like what? This big?
Yeah.
Like, your bladder's like...
Here we go.
She's got the receipts.
My note was
Receipts.
just, bro told you not to go anywhere. You're on your own. Now look what's happened.
Yeah.
Like, I have
Dick.
no sympathy like for
You
it.
got yourself in this predicament.
Get yourself out of it, bitch. That's what I say.
Where's the method? There
There
isn't.
isn't.
No.
Just madness.
Yeah.
No method, just madness.
Yeah. You walked out of there, you went for a piss because you couldn't hold it.
Find your own way back.
Yeah. You got lost, it's your own fault.
Figure it out.
She should have been kidnapped by them, whoever they are. And Roman should have just gone like elf leather on like
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those, it's the fact that like he basically already pissed off the like main like mafia boss anyway.
Yeah.
So why not just go full like balls to the wall, I'm gonna kidnap your girl.
Kill everyone.
But it's the fact that
Yeah.
like obviously it took these like kidnappers quite a while to get her out of
Yeah?
because Roman was mid-fight when she went for a
Yeah.
piss. He's then gone back to the changing rooms, been told that she's gone missing, searched the whole building, and then was like, right, she's out the
These
building.
are just
obviously.
walking her outside.
They like full on like slow walk. Like
Yeah.
we'll just wait to see if he comes.
Let's
They've
see if
obviously
he
just gone for a
arrives.
stroll.
Like, oh shit, we're lost. It's good. We part around the other back
Shit,
door.
I've lost my car.
Footsie. Oh, it was on floor 4, not floor 3.
Sorry.
Sorry.
We've got to go all the way back down.
I told you to take a picture when we parked.
Yeah.
Legit do that.
Where is it on your parking app where you parked?
Oh, honestly.
He's gone to the wrong car.
Yeah.
That's not ours, that one.
Shit.
Fuck.
So, favourite quotes. Mine. Mine are the funny ones, so I have 2.
I do have funny ones.
And for God's sake, Bella, if you're going to run, at least take some money and the IDs with you. This isn't amateur hour.
Right, hold on.
And
I've got quite a few that are under quotes. I had to get 2 tab colours.
my other one, unrestricted access to written porn will ruin you, kid.
Always.
Oh yeah, it will.
Look at us now.
And then my third one, which I can almost commit to memory, is something like, get on your knees. If I ask you to get on your knees for me, does that make me your god princess? Something along those lines. I like that one.
I've just gone past something where I've wrote Jesus Roman.
Oh yeah. I honestly, it's the degradation for me. He's very much, because there's a bit here where he's literally telling her like, look at you taking me like a good girl. And then he asks her, are you my good girl? And she doesn't say anything. And he's like, I asked you a fucking question.
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, Mickey, I'm your good girl.
But you know what? And this goes for real life as well. It's such a fine line between
Oh yeah.
that kind of thing goes on like alongside these really, really affectionate,
Yeah.
loving, giving parts of them. And I feel like you can't have one without the other because then
No.
you just become a
Yeah.
dick. If you just do the degradation thing and the dominant thing,
If there's no aftercare,
if there's no aftercare, then it's just
you're
shocking.
just being a shitbag.
And oh my god, it's done so well in this book.
Where is
The
that?
aftercare that Mickey gives
Top notch.
Top notch.
is chef's kiss.
Whereas like one of the quotes that I found, it's just got loads of love parts around
Oh. She's like, Roman
But-
is my boyfriend.
But this is not going to be
Already?
cute, is it? This quote.
it. Is.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
shock horror.
Ellie and Roman forever.
Because like so, it's when it's like one of the like flashbacks to when he's like just killed a family, and she's like
Sweet.
she's
It's
like
really
don't like she's like don't let go of me. Well she says don't let go of me, Roman. That's just like don't fucking touch
Yeah,
me.
don't even touch me.
Let me go. And he's just like she wants me. She wants me, and I'm like oh.
He's there fucking twiddling his hair. Oh my god, Bella. Fucking kicking his feet.
Pretty much. And I was just like
Love that so
Yeah,
much.
love it.
I love it when they don't listen to me.
I love a
I think
deranged
he's-
girly.
I think he's just like that delusional at that
Yeah.
point.
Oh yeah.
That he's like,
No
I
ma-
have waited all this time.
Yeah. No matter what she would have said, he'd have been like, green light.
Yeah. Love that for you.
I
Green
can't
light.
see I'm blind.
Yeah. Literally.
She's like there, like waving a red flag, like
Yeah.
fuck off, and he's like, oh, I like that colour.
That's my favourite.
Yeah. I'm colourblind.
Doesn't he wear like a red mask?
Yeah.
That's a green flag.
Yeah.
It's a green mask, green flag. Everything is fine. No one.
No problem.
There's no problems.
Nothing.
Oh.
We love it.
Nothing at all.
Absolutely love it.
He's just so sassy, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is. He's brilliant.
And the whole chase for him,
Oh, he
it's
loves
like
it.
he can't get enough of it.
Yeah, he absolutely
Yeah.
loves it. Like,
Like
the more
this-
she says no, the more it's like, yeah.
Challenge accepted. Say no more.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, really.
He
Roman.
is.
He's one of a kind. One of a kind of man that we like.
Yeah.
There's
I
a
think
group
if
of
I
men,
think if I met him in real life, I would shit myself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh god, yeah. I would be
Especially if I
way
woke
too
up-
nervous
especially
to
if I
talk
woke
to
up-
this
My
man.
whole fucking family's dead.
yeah, it would be
Shit.
in the middle of the night, and then it's like, oh fuck.
Shit. Can you imagine the cleanup?
I know. I'd be like, you're doing that.
Oh,
You've made the
No,
mess.
he's got a man for that.
100%.
You just dial the number. It's fine.
I,
Get a cleaner in.
I would be more miffed of the mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have at least like put some tarps down.
Yeah, where's the plastic sheeting?
Yeah.
Right.
So, obviously, the main kind of theme throughout the book, like the underlying theme, is the theme of like child abuse, child neglect, stuff like that. And obviously, we do get the dual timeline as well as the dual POV.
Yeah.
How do you feel that it was kind of done, and how the themes of the book were kind of written?
I really liked how sort of Avina put the themes across.
Mm.
Like it was explained enough, but it wasn't also like
She didn't shovel it on.
It's
yeah,
like, it
feel
wasn't
bad
in your
for
face.
me type thing.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I went through some shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was really subtle, like in the way of like he obviously it was all mental, like it was all
Yeah.
in a monologue rather than
Yeah.
oh poor me,
Yeah.
this happened to me,
Yeah.
this happened to me. It was you were inside his head, you were inside her head, and they just kind of realised what was going on with each other
Oh,
rather
yeah.
than kind of like explaining. And it's only as the book kind of went on, and like I think you have mentioned previously about him mentioning about the voices. With the,
Yeah. So like I really liked the fact that Roman said that he has these inner voices that are telling him to do these bad things. And when he gets put in solitary confinement, it relates back to when he got put into a freezer as a child, which is like messed up as is.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the voices got really loud and he couldn't seem to like stop them. But when he's with Bella, they like quiet down.
She's
And they
a safe
almost like
space, isn't she?
they almost like get blanketed,
Mm.
if that's a word.
Do you know what? It's I can relate to it as well, because it's like when you've been through shit in your life, whatever it may be,
Yeah.
as big or as small as it is, obviously every person's got their own individual shit. But when you find your person,
Yeah.
they automatically just everything just
Yeah.
feels
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like it's like a chemical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to them.
It's that he can put his issues on her and vice versa, and there's
Mhm.
no judging between them both because they have been together
Together.
Mhm.
since a young age. And, you know, he's always promised he's never going anywhere. And yeah, he might have been sent to prison, but he's always been
He was
there.
there.
Yeah.
He sent her a letter like
Yeah.
every week or every day or however.
He was
however
still
often it was.
there regardless.
Yeah.
And I think he was a safety net,
Yeah.
and vice versa. And like even when you get to the end of the book, she does land on her own 2 feet, but knowing, I think she comes to accept that yeah, she can do both. She can stick up for herself and have him like
It's that balance of
yeah,
looking after yourself but also having someone to rely
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And that's really beautiful.
it's fine for her to let him have the leeway with things.
Mm.
And she's not obviously losing herself, and you know maybe he hopes the same for her, that he can just put himself on the back burner and let her
Do
sort
her thing,
of
yeah.
shit out.
Yeah.
So fucking kudos to them.
Yeah. It was really nice. Like it worked well. And they
Yeah.
came to this nice natural ending point, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did feel forced, except from your Disney problem.
But that's just
I just wanted that Bonnie and Clyde moment where they just like rode off into the sunset and
They did, just to Disneyland.
Just in a caravan.
just to Disneyland,
Disneyland.
surrounded by cameras and police and people and
it was a small pit stop
That's all.
to
Obviously.
the sunset, you know? It was
I
just
could have done without the pit stop.
They were hungry.
She wanted a funnel cake.
Snacks. Yeah. Funnel cake. Yeah, that's coming next.
I'm still traumatized.
Oh.
So overall, fantastic book. If you haven't read it, definitely worth the read.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah, Avina, fantastic job.
Bringing Roman Riviera into our lives.
Yes. And this, look how beautiful it is. It is
It's
a stunning book.
That.
10 out of 10 flop. I'm going to trademark that phrase.
I would.
10 out of 10 flop.
10 out of 10 flop.
Merch coming soon.
Can people...
How floppy is your flop?
10 out of 10.
Can't
I want all popular... I don't know what the opposite of an indie author is.
Oh, no.
I don't know.
Like
Just like big authors.
established?
But isn't this self-published?
Is that what it is?
Maybe.
I don't know. Well,
Yeah.
it's printed
There's no
by
Printed
Amazon.
by Amazon.
But there's no
Yeah, so
publisher
it might
on
be
the side.
self-published. Either way, I want all publishers
To have the
to
flop.
do this. Please, I beg you, because it makes it so easy to read.
It does.
So yes, that is Skin of a Sinner. If you haven't read it, like we say, go and read it. I think it's on KU, isn't it?
It is.
Yes.
It's on KU, so if you've got a Kindle Unlimited
You can have
subscription
your fill of
membership,
Roman.
quite literally.
Who wouldn't?
So each week on the podcast, we are going to have different segments after we've recorded a
Review of said book of the week.
exactly, and most of them will feature an unhinged book of the week, which is something that was dreamed up by the lovely Jord, because she apparently just goes on Amazon and looks at all of the...
I can find the weirdest books.
We let her loose on KU in a group call and then everything just went to shit.
We just couldn't stop laughing, and so we thought it was a fantastic idea to put it within the podcast.
Yes.
The people of the world need to
Need
know
to
that
know.
these books exist.
Exactly.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to read them for a bit of a giggle.
Yeah.
And they're really short, so it's like if you just need something to break
If
up
you just need a
reading.
gap fill, if you want to get to that Goodreads,
If you want to boost your Goodreads, read these
these
books.
are where it's at.
100%.
They might be baffling.
But worth it.
So, what is the first one?
So the first one of this segment is Banging My Birthday Bear by Holly Wilde. So a bit of a blurb for you. So spending her 30th birthday with friends tucked up in the mountains is exactly what she wants. But having a raw, passionate fling with a life-size teddy bear is exactly what she needs. It's Mia's dirty 30, and she's ready to have some fun. When her friends surprise her with a giant stuffed bear, complete with lifelike anatomy, her special day turns into the stuff of dreams. And I do mean stuffed, which is exactly how she spends the night with her birthday surprise. Stuffed to the brim and ready to explode. Are you ready to fall in love with the birthday bear?
Stuff to the brim.
I feel like
There's so
there
many
was
stuffed...
Oh yeah.
There was a lot of
the
Jesus
innuendo
in that
goes on
word.
forever.
Essentially, that is the book. So if you
Yeah.
read the blurb, you got it.
You've read the book.
But
Read the book.
you've just not
You're not knee deep in the
No.
the stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. There's so many questions. The first one being, is it a life-like, as in like a full-size bear?
Oh yeah.
But by life-like anatomy, do they mean like they've just stuck a dildo on it?
No,
Like
no.
a human?
So we've got a 7-foot bear.
7 foot.
Right. And he has a fluffy dick.
Right. Second question. Does she get thrush?
Has she got a canister in her bedroom?
Does she have lube? Because I imagine that causes some
The
friction.
friction would be real.
Friction burn.
Unless he's like some sort of luxury
Self-lubricating.
or that.
Fur bear.
Could you imagine the clumps?
Oh. It's a fanny furball.
Fucking tumbleweeded. Blow it off. So basically, she's the backstory is so when she was in college, she basically dried humped a bear after she was absolutely bladdered. I mean,
Everyone's done it.
I think.
Have they? You had a very different uni experience to me.
No, I definitely haven't done it.
So anyway, her friends are like, "Oh, we should get a 7-foot. If you two bought me a 7-foot bear, I would leave."
Like a
I'd be
Costco one.
freaked.
Like a Costco, like massive.
Yeah.
Oh
But my
god.
other questions are like about its eyes. Like, does its eyes move?
I'd say it never says, but it talks.
So I just
And they just
imagine.
like the
I just
glazed
imagine
fucking
over.
massive.
Yeah, but I imagine they just stare at you like, and
Like
it
some
don't move.
animatronic thing.
Dead-eyed.
and like its mouth doesn't move, it just talks without
Opening
the
its mouth.
It's almost like you
It's
just
become a mime at this
or
point.
like no, it's like you push its belly and it starts talking. You know, like the stuffed ones.
Milk
Right.
me.
She's like, yeah, sure.
What? Instead of just
No, it'd be more. Some fucking bird ball.
So instead of like pressing its belly or like pressing its hand, you had to like tug it to
That's
make it
it.
talk.
Bit like bop it.
Twist it.
What's it like? Flick it, pull it,
Bop
push it,
twist
bop,
it.
Yeah, push it, bop it, twist it thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what the
And
other
then
versions
it
are.
fucking explodes.
What's it gonna explode?
So
With?
she ends up at this cabin with her two mates, and they're like, "We've bought you a present," and it is a literal 7-foot bear, but they help her carry it into her bedroom, knowing full well I would never tell my mates that I dry humped a bear.
She sounds like she's got voyeuristic friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that they want to sit there and go, "You better dry hump that bear."
They're like at the door, like,
Hello.
Well, they,
She's getting her fluff on.
again, if they just sat in the next room, surely that's not like it must be awkward
Yeah,
to just
because I'd sit there and go,
hear it, just like start twiddling your thumbs, start on
Yeah.
TikTok, just like.
maybe they're getting off on it.
"Oh,
Weird,
togetherness."
Yeah.
So anyway, this said bear comes to life. Don't know how. It never says.
By the power of birthday magic,
That's
obviously.
it. You know, she's had a wish and gone, "I wish this bear would dick me," and obviously
He
he's
does.
like, "Wish granted," and he grows massive everywhere. So yeah, it comes down to the nitty gritty. He does all sorts of little fondling with her. She's vice versa, and I'm just gonna give you a little snippet
Go
of
Go on.
Ready?
so-
Don't know if I am.
I just know already we're going to have more questions than answers.
oh yeah, oh yeah. They're doing the little deed, and she basically says, "Opening my mouth and sticking my tongue out, I try to catch the soft whiteness showering over me. It tastes sugary, even sweeter than before. The flavour of his pre-cum from earlier in the evening was just a tease compared to this more concentrated delight. I swallow it eagerly, filling my throat with his fluff. Quickly so I can open my mouth."
Could you imagine the dry mouth?
She's like, spitting it out.
Literally spitting feathers.
His cum shoots uncontrollably as he continues to stroke himself for me. I can't keep up with the amount he spills.
Pause.
It's covering most of my body, coating everywhere from my chin down to my stomach. Grunting and fapping, he pumps himself harder. He lifts his cock slightly and aims for my face. His mark hits true and I have to close my eyes to keep them clear. I feel it drip down my cheek as more lands across my open mouth.
You know, like on like TV programs where they get slimed and like.
That's all I can imagine. That's all I can see.
Literally. Oh my god.
She gets hose pipe with it.
Yeah. But it's like, and then it's like when they shove feathers on top of them.
She just sticky mess. Hearing his pleasure fills me with joy as he continues to paint my body with his thick, fluffy essence. His trembling form makes the entire room shake. I can't tell what's louder, the rattling of the furniture or his constant roaring. Every part of me is fully coated in his warmth, yet he isn't finished spilling yet.
How much is this bear got in him?
A lot! He's like a 2 kilogram washer.
It just keeps coming.
It just keeps coming and My legs, stomach, tits, face and arms are buried under his cum as more tops me like icing on a cupcake. The shaking furniture starts to still. His roars dying down as his strokes begin to calm. A small quiet whisper is all I hear from beneath the cotton candy avalanche. I hope you've enjoyed your birthday, Mia. It's a struggle, but I managed to free my arms enough to bring them up to my face.
Whoa!
She's just there, she's just...
How's anyone going to wet wipe?
Here's a packet, love.
I'm a Kleenex. I blink to clear my vision. The entire room is coated in what looks like a layer of snow. White peaks of fluff covering every surface. I don't see my bear and wonder if he's buried under a mountain of stuffing too. It takes all my strength to sit up. My muscles are spent, exhausted from the contractions still ringing through my body. I force every ounce of strength I have into climbing from under my blanket of cum. I'm getting out of bed. When I finally managed to get upright, I noticed something small in between my legs. Gone is the bear that once filled me with his massive girth. In its in place is a small teddy bear, the exact same size as the one I fucked that night in college many years ago.
Right,
Wait.
so I've imagined this like massive Costco bear, right? And now it's like the size of a Beanie Baby.
So essentially, that tiny beanie baby was pumped full of jizz, sticky, fluffy jizz, and after he exploded, he's slowly like going...
Like a deflated balloon.
Deflated.
Yeah. Do you think he shot round the room while he was at it? In all the walls, quite literally.
Fucking pinballing everywhere.
And she's just laid there like, I can't see.
Whoa! Like, fucking hell. I hold its golden body in my arms, hugging it close as my mind pieces together what happened. By coming for me, my giant bear released a torrent of stuffing. Almost all of it to be exact. Yet he still saved enough to be able to stay with me. My heart fills with so much love and gratitude. In fact, if fluff were fluffy stuffing, I would be even bigger than my bear's giant form with how much I feel for him.
So
Oh
she's
my
now
God.
she's
in
now
love with the
in
bear.
love with the bear.
She's in love with him.
But the,
She can't have sex with him again. 'Cause
That's
he can't
it.
find
It's a
her.
one-hit wonder, I think.
right, so in my memory, I can imagine her just sat in this room like hood open, like, come on, back up.
Get back
we
in.
go.
We need to go again.
Yeah, bro.
I wasn't done with you.
I don't know.
You may have come, but I didn't. Get back in.
I don't know. There's one chapter where her tits are swinging in the air. Fucking propelling
So she
Maybe she's bouncing them off the walls.
he was like, oh, I like that. I'll do that when I
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
find it again. Right. So she says a little. This is my favourite line in the whole book. So my tits are tracing hoops in the air. My nipples directing the gyrations like an air traffic controller every time they bounce.
Hit, no, this way.
Bring it round.
Go back, back.
This one's just there, and the other one's like, no, that way, that way, that way.
Yeah.
Well, that
That was your
was
birthday
banging my
bear?
birthday there.
I will never look at a teddy bear the same way.
Do you know
again.
what? I reckon her name's not actually Holly Wild. I think her name's Holly, and she's like, this is going to be fucking wild.
Yeah. She's like, fuck this, I'm going to give you the best dicking you've ever had.
It's not even going to be a man.
It's got to be one of your childhood toys instead.
Oh God, that's so wrong. So that was our unhinged book of the week.
Yes.
That's on Kindle Unlimited if you want to
Yeah.
Put your reading goal.
If you want to experience it yourself.
Was it like what, 50 pages? 100 pages?
If that.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
we
like
love that.
fucking 4 chapters, if that.
Beautiful.
Oh, we love that. Perfect. Well, so to conclude the podcast, we would like to mention books that are due for release this week. Well, the week that the podcast
comes
is
out.
releasing. And so we have 2 for this week. Both are released on the 23rd of April. We have Zodiac Academy, Restless Stars. And we have Funny Story by Emily Henry. I don't actually know who Zodiac Academy is by, and I didn't write it down.
I just know that there's like shitloads.
There's a
in it.
lot
Yeah.
of them.
It's not something that I personally
No.
want
And
to
like
read.
that series just intimidates me with the
Yeah.
amount that's in it.
It's a lot.
That just like,
Yeah.
give me like a 4 to 5 book series and you
Yeah.
got me
Yeah.
hooked.
I don't want more than 10.
No. Oh
No.
God, that's like, you've
Ridiculous.
invested time at that point.
Yeah. That has
Too
become your
much.
whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. But one thing that we do want to kind of do is we want to try and get more indie author book releases.
Yes.
So if you know of any book releases at all in the next few weeks, next few months, make sure you comment them or DM us on Instagram or TikTok or whatever platform and let us know, because we would love to feature it within the podcast. We will be doing it every week, hopefully, if we can
Yes.
find a book in that week. So, and if there's any indie authors out there that would like to provide us with a book to review,
Yeah.
we
Give
would
us
be
the
more
goods.
than happy to review any books for the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
Any
definitely.
suggestions, let us know. Yeah,
But that was episode 1.
it was.
And make sure you follow and subscribe on all of our social media channels.
Yep.
We are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify.
And TikTok.
And TikTok.
And
Jesus
TikTok.
Christ, we've
And
got a
TikTok.
lot.
Yes, we have.
So, Eddie,
Yeah.
please.
Give it to us.
I'm begging.
Yeah.
We're desperate women at this point.
We may or may not have recorded this podcast now 3 times.
Yes.
Third time's the
Due to
charm.
technical
Third time's the
difficulties.
charm.
So please bear with us slightly. We know that, you know, our setup may be a bit basic compared to other podcasts, but we're really, really passionate about this being relaxed.
Yeah.
We are just 3 friends that want to chat about books. We're probably never going to have like a professional setup because we like the kind of whole
Yes.
Relaxing
relaxing
vibe.
on a like chill sofa kind of thing.
Yeah.
But in terms of camera setup, microphones, stuff like that, obviously we will try and improve that as
We go on.
But
For
yeah,
now, we're winging it.
we are, and you
That's
can
it.
you can tell us how we've done.
That's it.
Please be nice. I'm fragile.
So yeah, thank you all for listening, watching. If you got this far, you're the best.
Thank you.
You're the absolute best, and
You're the real MVP.
We'll
Yeah.
see you next week.
we will see you next week.
Peace out.